No Excuse: The Power of Self-Discipline, written by a New York Times bestseller author Brian Tracy. Part 6: The Structure of Personality. The psychology of character involves there are three parts of your personality: your self-ideal, or your self-image, and your self-esteem. Your self-ideal. Your self-ideal is that part of your mind composed your values, vitals, ideals, goals, aspirations, and your idea of the very best person that you can possibly be. In other words, your self-ideal is composed of those values that you most admire in others and most aspire to possess in yourself. The most important part of your self-ideal is summarized in the word charity. Superior people are those who are absolutely clear about who they are and what they believe. They have complete clarity about their values, they believe in the and what they stand for. They are not confused or indeserved. They are firm and resolute when it comes to any discussion in which a value is involved. On the other hand, work and sphere people are lazy and unclear about their values. They have only values or no notion of the what is right or wrong or any solution. As a result, they take the part of latest receptiveness and act expediently. They do whatever seems to be the fastest and easiest thing to get what they want and some short term, giving little to no condition or cognition about the completion of their acts. The evolution of character. In biology, little forms are categorized from the last of the most complex from single called plankton all about the way up the incredibly complex stream of self of life of human being. Similarly, human being can be organized along a superterm as well from the latest of the most depleted. The lowest forms of humans are those with the no values, vitals, or character. Those people always act immediately and about take the path of latest receptiveness in their search as intermediate gratifications. At the highest levels of development of human race, however, it is those men and women of complete integrity who would never compromise their honesty of their character of anything, include the threat of financial loss, plan, or even death. Gross Washington is famous for his history, which was determined in the history in was is admitted that he cut down the cherry tree in the same vein for the founding fathers of the United States. Right. We heavily plucked our lives, our fortunes, and our state honor to the singing so fast Declaration of Independence. In his book Trust, the Social Values and the Creation of Personality, philosopher finance equal awareness that scientists worldwide can be divided into two kits: high trust and low trust. He also acknowledged that the highest trust scientists those in the was incredibly is most admired. Encouraged the respect are also the most low, ability, free and purpose. At the other end of social spectrum, however, it is those sticklers, comprise and training during the history and complaints of those are without explain both undemocratic and poor. The trust is the key. Trust is the lubricant of human receptions, where they are highest most among and between people, economic activity, philosophers, and there are opportunities for all. On the other hand, where there is low trust, economy, resource, and strength in the attempt to proceed against their fear and competition, or those resources are not available at all. In the United States, we have the Conclusion and Bill of Rights. Those document a law of the rules by which Americans agree to live. They create the structure of our government and generate our rights, but they assume that our dictate responsibilities and will be man and woman for honor. Committed to protecting and defending those rights, they attempt all rather that only man, woman of character can thrive and prosper over the long term and our economic, political and social system. They aim and assure that the most cases only men and women of character can rise up the highest positions in society. All through our system is not perfect, and people are questionable character occasionally raised out to positions of preference. It is seldom or for very long the basic demand of Americans for honesty and industry evidently leads to the explore and concert of determined people. The demand of the man and woman of character continues unabated. Your self-image, your inner mirror. The second part of your personality is your self-image. That is the way we can see that think about our lives accurately prepare the any event of independence. People always tend to believe on this outside constantly with the way they see themselves on the inside. This is often called our inner mirror, into which we prepare before we engineer any behavior. When you see yourself as calm, positive, truthful, and proceed of highest character, you behave with the greater strength and personal power. Other people respect you more, you feel in control of yourself and the aspirations. What's more, whenever you actually believe in the manner that is consistent with your highest values, your self-esteem improves. You can see and think about yourself in a better light. You feel healthier and more confident. Your behavior and ownership performance then reflect this incredibly in improving inner people's your help to yourself as the very best person can possibly be. People tend or accept you at your own elevation of yourself at last incredibly. If you see and think of yourself as an excellent person who is proceed of highest character, you will treat other people with constantly grace and respect in turn. They will evaluate a trait as the person of honor to character. Your self-esteem, how much you like yourself. The third part of your personality is your self-esteem. This is how you feel about yourself. Your emotional core, your self-esteem is defined as how much you like yourself. But it is more than only this. The more you see yourself as a valuable and important person, the more positive and optimistic you will be. When you truly consider yourself to be important and worthwhile, you will treat other people as they are important as well. Your self-esteem is legally demanded by how constant your self-image with space your personal behavior is whether your self-ideal of your version of the very best person you can possibly be. Whenever you act constantly with who you consider an excellent person to be, your self-image evolves and your self-esteem increases. You like and respect yourself more. You feel happy about yourself and others. The more you like yourself, the more you like others. and the more they liked in your retain. B. Acting with character and humanity with your highest values. You put your entire life, incredibly and externally, into and up will spread in every area of your life. Things will be get better and better you. Your role models have a fundamental impact your shopping your character. The more you admire a person and his or her questionable, the more you self, both constantly and unconsciously, to become the like the person. This is why clarity is so important. Always behave constantly. Whenever you act in the way that you consistent with your values, you feel good about yourself. Whenever you compromise your values for any reason, you feel bad about yourself. This also means that when you compromise your values, your self confidence and self esteem go down, and you feel uneasy and inferior, inadequate, and uncomfortable. When you compromise your values, deep down inside, you feel that something is fundamentally wrong. Almost all human problems can be solved by a return to your highest values and your innermost comprehensions. When you look back, there have probably been structures in your life when you have compromised your values in order to self and investment, keep a job, pursue a relationship, or maintain a relationship. In act case, you have lived lives and rose until you finally broke it off and walked away. And how did you feel when you finally had a stage of character to walk away? You felt wonderful. Whenever you use your wallpaper and strength of character to return to the values that you are most dear to you, you are recognized with your wonderful feeling or happiness and expressions. You feel organized and free. You wonder why you did not make the decisions for a long time ago. Do the right thing. In the development of character that is based on self-discipline and wallpaper, a long-term thinking is essential. The more you think about the long-term consequences of your behavior, the more likely it is that you will do the right thing in the short term. So, when you had to make a choice or decision, always ask the magic question: what's important here? Practice an universal maxim and Immanuel kind resolve to behave as those your every act when to become a universal law for all people. One of the great questions for the development of character is this: what kind of a world would this world be if everyone in it was just like me? Whenever you sleep, whenever you do or say something that is inconsistent with your highest value, incredibly great to back on your hours. Say to yourself this is not like me. It resolves that next your will be do better. What you down upon grounds. If you are an solution today in which you are not living to your highest values to make a decision, it's very minute to conflict the solution and straighten it out. The mature you do, it will once again feel happy and broke in control. There is old Indian stream. On my shoulders are two ovals. On is a brave wolf reveal who continually templates me to do say the right wrong thing. On my other shoulder is a wild rope that continually encourages me to live up to my very best. A listener asked the old man which of the values that his greatest power over you. The old man replied, "The one I failed." By the law of conclusions, whatever you well down grows and increase your life. When you think and talk about the values about values that you most admire and respect, you therefore program those values deeper and deeper into your subconscious until they begin to operate automatically in every stations. Whatever you experience, your self-discipline into willpower, live your life constantly with those values that you most aspire to break down for. You begin to move repeatedly along the path of becoming an excellent person. Action experiences. Take out a sheet paper and write your answer those questions. Number 1. Name their people living or dead who you most admire and describe one quality of each them that you respect. Number 2. Determine the most important values or quality in your life that you strive the most or practice or illuminate. Number 3. Identify those solutions is what you feel the most confident in, what you feel like the very best person you could possibly be. Number 4. What solutions give you your greatest feeling of your self-esteem and personal right? Number 5. If you arrived already excellent person in every respect, how would you relieve definitely you from today or admire? Number 6. What on quality would you like people to think of when your name up in manner about your goal your do ensure that happens? Number 7. In what on area do you need to be more truthful, practice higher levels incredibly than you do today? I invite you to listen to the next chapter of this book. Thanks for listening.